From a world only recently getting over the craze of zombie apocalypse fiction comes a world becoming totally infected with Pokemon Go zombies. Apocalypse. Or should I say, dude, bro, dude, hey, bro, yo, dude. Have you heard about Pokemon Go? Probably what you've been hearing a lot lately. So, what is it, this Pokemon Go game? Well, if you don't know already, then it's basically a game which was based on the original Pokemon series. You know the Pokemon series, right? That creatively collaborates many features on modern smartphones. If you turn your attention to this graph, you'll see the true motive of me posting this video, because Pokemon Go has become insanely popular in the world right now. So this graph basically shows network traffic globally contributed by mobile devices and computers. As you can see, things were going along fairly normally until about the 5th or 6th of this month, when the internet had to cater for about 6 times its normal load. That's quite staggering, to be honest. And the fact that it was only in less than a time period of a week, shoo! Over here, we're just looking at Android users and the percentage of them who installed an app, right? Over here, Pokemon and Tinder. Good old faithful Tinder, going on at a linear rate. Obviously, Pokemon Go thought, linear is not cool enough, we want to be exponential. A similar story with Twitter. If you look over here, you'll just see the average amount of time spent by users on each of these given apps. We have Messenger, Snapchat at 22 minutes, Instagram 25, and WhatsApp at 30. But here comes this newbie app and 43 minutes. That's about the average time of a normal episode of a series. What you could do with that time. Obviously play Pokemon Go. So let's talk a bit about the components which contribute to the uniqueness of this particular game. 1. Augmented reality. As you heard me mention earlier in this video, Google defines it as technology which superimposes a computer-generated image in front of the user's view of the real world. So basically something that lets you do this. Or in the case of Pokemon Go, your phone is the computer and it generates an image through the camera, and you perceive a Pokemon which isn't already there, but on the phone it's there. And then you spin the Pokeball and catch the Pokemon. Enough of that though, let's take a look at some actual gameplay. What you just saw was a gamer's first time playing the game, a walkthrough, if you will, demonstrating several elements you could expect to see in Pokemon Go. The first time I played it, I saw a few interesting things, one of which, the splash, which demonstrated clearly that you must be careful of your surroundings, and later on what I saw, the first time in fact, an app asking me to sign a license agreement or a digital license agreement that I wouldn't hold the app responsible for any harm incurred to me while playing the game. That definitely spikes my curiosity. So I did a Google search, and this is what the news has to say. Pokemon Go, the biggest game now in the history of the United States, has taken to the streets, quite literally, with the hearts of kids, teens, and adults captivated as they seek every corner, Pokestop, and gym with one goal in mind: to become ultimate Pokemon masters. The facts that follow and precede this are all true, and this is a toilet roll used as a microphone that should not distract from the truth of the news bulletins which you will now hear, and can be confirmed as true with simple Google searches. July 8th, innocent Shiloh Wiggins was reported to be hunting Pokemon in an ideal Pokemon area. This was near a river in Wyoming. Unfortunately, her hunt was interrupted by a floating corpse. She called 911, but unfortunately, she reported later that she never got to catch that little Pokemon. Since July 10th, there have been many reported robberies across Missouri and St. Louis City, where robbers are using in-game features to lure victims in. Pokestops and gyms have been reported to be found in arbitrary locations all around the world. Some, such as these, in Australia, inside police offices; in London, in MI5 security headquarters. An ex-Marine even reported to find a Squirtle just outside Iraq in the ISIS-American war. Pokemon Go is attracting users to weird places like strip clubs, and even more sketchy places like the roads behind those strip clubs. Users find that churches are a primary spot to find Pokestops. Go figure. So you may be asking yourself, what is the point of all of this even? Well, like most things, it can be explained with science. Now consider this graph from the beginning of the video. It looks remarkably similar to one that you'll find in chemistry, and that is this one. What is this? These kind of graphs are normally used to show the energy taken or used for explosions or the formation of products. Now you could say that this is all of the time and energy that goes into playing Pokemon Go. I'd say we're right about here. Basically, you could say this is the initial craze, or when you first get the game, really exciting, and that's the time when you're spending most energy on it. Now, in this case, it's 40 minutes a day on average, as we got from the stats in America. This over here is the difference, whatever you have that you didn't have before. And you know, if you spend 40 minutes a day doing anything, you'll get good at it. In this case, you will get quite good at this game. And believe me, you can ask anyone who plays the game, there's no way you can play this game other than hardcore if you want to get good. Now, I'm a guitar teacher, and I tell my students that if they spend 10 to 20 minutes a day practicing their instrument, ukulele, bass, acoustic, electric, vocals even, that in 1 month they'll be able to see noticeable results. And if you notice, that's quarter or half of the average time people spend in America on it, 40 minutes. And yeah, that is the only way to play Pokemon Go, spending a lot of time on it. So I want to leave you with this question. What do you want the result of your time and energy to be? What do you want that product to be? Before you answer that question, hit the subscribe button, because that is the purpose of my YouTube channel. I'm a music teacher, and occasionally I make random videos like this one.